Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Chris?
Coach, Pep is named special team captain. I guess you're looking at him. Is he going to be involved with the punt return game a lot this year?
You know, Pep being named the special teams captain is an all-encompassing thing. He's involved in all phases of special teams, whether it be primary or backup. So the reason why he was named a captain is because of his leadership ability and how he works every day and who he is as a person. So, yes, he is going to be involved heavily this year.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Tom Rock.
I think we asked you a little bit about this last week, T-Mac, or 2 weeks ago when we spoke to you about, using starters in those roles and how it seems like this coaching staff isn't going to shy away from that and putting guys who are on the field for normal, 1, 2, 3 downs on there for fourth downs.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, when you look at the history, this organization and then where Joe was raised, I mean, Bill Belichick coached special teams here, and on the punt team here was a guy named Lawrence Taylor. So if a guy named Lawrence Taylor, who's arguably the greatest football player of all time, at least on the defensive side, can play on special teams, I don't see it being – it's a part of playing the game. I mean, it's part of winning. Like, you want to put your best foot forward in every phase. You just don't want to spend all of your time on one phase or the other, because that's not how this game is played. It's a complementary game. You have to play complementary football, and the only way you're going to do that is that you have to play all 3 phases and play your best players on those phases.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Patty.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Pat?
I'm doing well. I'm just wondering, is there an advantage to maybe rotating or changing up your returners on punt return, kickoff return, or in an ideal world, would you rather have the same guy doing that consistently?
I think consistency is key in anything. Obviously you would like to have a guy performing at a high level and doing it all the time. But, again, like I talked to you guys before, my job is to adjust. So whoever's back there, whoever's the guy that's best for that week, that's the guy that we go with.
Thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Dougie.
Hey, what's up, T-Mac?
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Good. We haven't really talked to you a lot about Graham, and there was no preseason games. I'm curious, what you saw from him in camp, and does he look like kind of back to pre-injury form?
Looks exactly the way I remember him when he went, he had a great year, last time I was with him. So nothing's changed with Graham. He's getting back into his groove. He's enjoying himself. He's just kind of acclimating himself to the building and how we operate here, and look for great things from Graham.
And I have a bigger picture question, which honestly I should have asked you before you're in game week, but better late than never. Seeing Joe, a special teams coordinator, get a head coaching job, I'm sure you have aspirations down the road. I mean, is that inspiration to you or anything? What's that mean to you to see a special teams coordinator and get this job?
It's awesome. Anytime you can see one of our colleagues, as far as being special teams coordinators, get a job, it's awesome. It's been such a great experience for me. I've learned more football in the last 6 months probably than I learned in the last 10 years. So, I mean, this guy's been outstanding. And I can't wait to see him grow as a coach. I said that before, but I can't reiterate it enough. He's just been awesome.
Why do you think more special teams coordinators don't get tabbed for the head job?
I think it's just the stigma of what we do. People just think we coach kickers and punters, and they don't understand that we coach all 53. Actually, now it's 69. Right? We coach all positions and all players, and there's no one on the roster other than the head coach, or no one on the staff that's going to know the roster other than ourselves and the head coach and the strength coaches, because we're with the guys every day. And but it's a business. We just got to make sure when we get these opportunities, we make the best of them.
Thank you.
Yep.
Art. I'm sorry, Art.
That's all right. Hey, T-Mac.
Hey, Art, how you doing, man?
Good. More of the long lines of being more than just kickers and punters. And I know a couple weeks ago we talked to you when got hurt, the importance of gunners. How hard is that I mean, it looks like you guys have been rotating guys through, trying to see who can do it. But I would imagine there's a skill set involved that it's not just running down and go, and go make sure that the ball gets pinned inside the 10-yard line. Where are you guys with, and how challenging of a position is it to get the right guys to be in that position?
That's part of the evaluation process. We just got to put guys out there and see who's going to make plays. And the hard part about it is you haven't been able to cover any live, punts, so you won't know until you get out there and see it done live. And that's the hard part of our situation. You just got to make the best of it. We got some good candidates, and we just got to see who's going to make plays. That's it.
I guess the other part of that, part of the question for me would be, you obviously have guys on the practice squad. You're preparing for situations that may come up. How do you work your week? It's hard enough, I would imagine, to get your opportunities for your frontline guys. How are you keeping the guys on the practice squad fresh, ready to go, just in case they have to be there on game day and ready to contribute?
Right. They're no different than the guys that are up on the 53. We're coaching them all in these situations. These times we're coaching everybody on a daily basis. So when they get scout team reps, those are their team reps. So they have to treat them as such. And we rotate the guys through, and guys are getting work. We do individual work. We do all kind of things. So that's part of the process. That's the era that we're in right now. It's the time that we're in, and we're constantly coaching these guys. And that's part of our job as coaches, just to continue to try and see who are the best guys out there and who has the most upside and who can make plays for us.
When you talk scout team reps, just in terms of like the long snapper, I mean, Carson's there on the scout team now. Or if you don't have another long snapper, I would imagine those reps go to Casey. So does that take away from the reps that he normally would get? Or, is it harder to balance that when you have two guys there?
Yeah, again, you just got to manage it. It's we've had guys that have been on practice squad before as long snappers. So they take scout team reps, they take reps on the side, they take, our own individual reps. They're with us all day anyway, so they're getting reps. So it's not an issue. I mean, we coach them. We let them get their reps, and reps are valuable, and they're doing a good job. It's one of those deals where you just keep working, you keep repping, and if situation comes up, you adjust on the fly.
Thanks, Tim.
Yep.
We got time for one more quick one, Ed.
Coach, along the lines of not getting a lot of reps, not getting live action, you haven't gotten much in the way of kickoff return either. I'm curious. We looked at the depth chart. The name that jumped out at me is Darnay Holmes. What do you see from him? What makes you think that he can do that job?
Well, he's done it before, and the thing about Darnay and all the rest of those guys, we got guys with experience, and that's a good thing for us. So we have guys that have done the job before, that are capable of doing the job. So we'll see what happens. You just never know how the floor of the game, and if you've been around and watched us for the last 3 years, we put a multitude of guys back there. So, and we rep guys in practice. We rep multiple guys in practice. So we're able to make those adjustments when they come.